Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the presiding bishop of Full Gospel and the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. What's up, man? Listen, I'm so grateful, man. I tell you what, I've been just thinking about this word all day, early this morning, and I want to just encourage somebody to let you know, man, you got to see the good in every bad situation. You know, the goodness of God is often never interpreted by us, but always interpreted by God. And sometimes you could be going through something, interpreting that thing in a negative way, saying, God, why did you allow this to happen, and why did you let that happen? But, you know, God sees further up the road. And when you mature, you'll look back over your life, and you'll start thanking God for stuff you were mad about. You'll see the person that God said, I don't want you to be with, and you'll be so upset, and then you'll see them 20 years later and say, Lord, thank you, Jesus. You know why? Because God sees further up the road. He knows what's best for you. So today, rather than sit around and add up your problems, I want you to start counting your blessings. There's always something good in it. And remember, all things work together for good to those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. I'm Bishop Joseph Walker III. I want you to follow me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. And let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Man, we appreciate that word, Bishop Walker. Thank you so much for coming on, jumping on with us this morning out of your crazy schedule. All right, man, we love you. Let's get into some music right here. Here we go, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I love you, Lord.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by Capital One. No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One NA, member FDIC. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Donald Trump plans to turn himself in and be processed at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia on Thursday, following his agreement earlier Monday to a $200,000 bond and other release conditions. Trump addressed the news on Truth Social, saying, I'll be going to Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday to be arrested, in all caps. In other news, a tropical storm is headed towards South Texas. Residents were bracing for heavy rain and flooding. Tropical storm force winds are expected throughout the morning, and the system making landfall south of Corpus Christi by midday today. Lastly, a new medical study found that 1 in 5 patients with severe COVID-19 have been diagnosed with high blood pressure 6 months later. Those requiring hospital care for COVID-19 were over twice as likely to develop hypertension than patients suffering from the flu. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick rundown of today's news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
There's only one thing to talk about this morning. Sit back and relax and witness this greatness.
Women's 100 World Final. The Jamaicans get out well. It's Sharika Jackson, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Talou. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri's done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has won the world title.
Come on, man.
Right.
Crowned world's fastest woman. Got out the blocks kind of slow. She ran down the Jamaican sprinters, Sha'Carri Richardson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, to win gold at 10.65, which is a world championship record.
So that makes her
the world's fastest woman.
Come on now.
Wow.
Now, FloJo's world record is still out there at 10.49, but she's the world fastest woman right now.
And that's 10, what?
10.65.
What?
Come on, man.
And she got off to a slow start.
She came out the blocks kind of and almost in last place.
Walked them in.
Walked them down. Dog.
She probably didn't stretch.
No.
What happened when you come out slow like that?
Man, you got to it's the gun.
Right.
Pick it up in them, yeah.
It's the gun. It's all about, you got to.
But them first 10 meters don't matter. Them last 10 is right.
No,
right.
Sometimes the first 10 meters is more important than the last.
But she got that closing speed, though.
Let me tell you something, man. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish it.
It's about how she heard that gun, because she knows she's from South Dallas. And when you hear a gun in South Dallas.
Dog.
She from Oak Cliff, right?
Out of Dallas Carter High School.
Oh, damn right. Yeah. It's something about a gun. There should be a lot of them out of there running like that.
Yeah, man. So we're going to talk more about it later on. Gary, what's up there, big dog?
All right, y'all. Kanye West, we all know he recently tied the knot last year with a pretty Australian architect, as they put it, Miss Bianca Sensory, at a secret wedding ceremony. Well, y'all, it's being reported, y'all, that, honey, while she may look innocent, honey, they say her close family members now, according to a new report, y'all, from the Daily Mail, they're saying that Bianca's daddy, honey, is a convicted heroin dealer, and her uncle, dubbed the Melbourne Al Capone, was sentenced to death, y'all, back in the 1980s for being a gangster. Now, they're saying his new father-in-law, Elijah Leo Sensory, was convicted in 1982, honey, for the possession of a prohibited import, specifically heroin. Now, they're saying this resulted in a substantial prison sentence. Now, Bianca's eldest brother, Edmondo, also has multiple convictions for violence, assaulting police, theft, and making threats, y'all, in Victoria, Australia. So there's, they say he's dealing with some people, but he got to watch them.
That was 1982.
Huh?
That was 40 years ago.
And your point is?
He ain't a criminal no more. You know how many people done gave their life to the Lord by now?
Oh, okay. Yours?
I sure
All right,
did.
the Kahlua today, then we're good for you. The Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today, y'all, is sultry navy. On the high end, you say sultry navy, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark blue. That's your Kahlua for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, somebody done had a secret baby. Wait till I tell you who it is up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot.
It's hot spot.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 28 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Charity Lawson's love story came to a conclusion in Fiji as she picked between her final 3 suitors. They whittled down from a cast of 30, Doughton, Joey, and Aaron, who she already got rid of once and ultimately let go again. Ultimately, Charity gave her final rose to a fan favorite, Doughton. Am I saying it right? Doughton? Okay. But first, had to tearfully end her relationship with Joey. She said when it came down to it, it was a feeling you can't really place. She said you just know it's there, and when you're together, it comes alive. And that would be The Bachelorette Season 20, what I'm speaking of. She got engaged, actually. How do people get engaged off The Bachelorette like that? What is going on?
Lonely or something.
They don't really get to know. It don't be
That's
enough.
small person long. I mean, I think, honestly, I always say to myself, if it was me, honey, if I meet you today and we like each other, honey, and you want to get married tomorrow, just do it. On the job training.
So we're on the job training.
Job training.
That's right, honey. It's on the job
You end up
training.
with a
honey.
psychopath.
Well, we just got to learn each other
at
anyway.
least go through a couple of emotions with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what they do when you make them mad. Are they going to try to slit your throat?
Well, and
You
if
know,
you don't
like-
like them, divorce them. And divorce is, I mean, we've been doing it all along, so divorce if you don't like it.
But why get married just to get divorced? You don't even.
You don't care, do you care? Just
No, I don't
forget
care.
it.
Ricky, it's not that
Just forget it.
serious.
The worst life advice ever.
All right, moving on. Rihanna, y'all, has reportedly given birth to her and A$AP Rocky's second child back on August 3rd. Wow. But has kept it quiet about the happy news. Sources told TMZ that the boy was born in Los Angeles. The name is not yet known, but allegedly begins with an R. Rihanna revealed her second pregnancy in the blockbuster fashion while performing at the 2023 Super Bowl halftime show back in February. Rocky also hinted on several occasions that the couple has also secretly gotten married. So, wow. Like, do y'all believe that?
Yeah.
I believe she probably had the baby on the low, but how do you keep that news quiet?
Married.
No, not married, but the baby.
Child, they rich. Rich people could hide babies.
The hospital and all the
Hide
nosy
babies.
people and all that. Hide babies. How they hide babies, Gary?
You don't know if they have them or not, honey, before you know it, it'll go to baby.
Real poor people can hide them too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. They had that baby at the crib.
Can't do that with that.
Some little hood girl, they had that baby right in that Section 8 apartment.
Oh, God.
Going back to work. Going back to work at the Atlanta airport the next day. Like nothing happened. They had a whole baby.
Oh, my God. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, y'all. But coming up next, somebody tried to shoot their shot and ended up shooting somebody instead. Details up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Good morning, Ricky. So have you ever been out on a date and totally shot yourself in the foot? You know, maybe you made a mistake, said the wrong thing, awkward moment. Well, at least you didn't shoot your date in the foot. A 19-year-old man named Amari McClung was at the Kentucky State Fair with his girlfriend on Saturday, and he had an unsecured handgun in his waistband. Well, it slipped from his waist, and when he reached down to grab it, the gun discharged and the bullet hit his girlfriend's foot. Now, officers responded to the shooting and got the woman to the hospital, and it sounds like she'll be okay. Meanwhile, Amari was arrested for wanton endangerment and carrying a concealed deadly weapon. He pleaded not guilty and has a court date set for next week. In the meantime, he's not allowed to have contact with the victim, which was his girlfriend, keyword there, and he's not allowed to go back to the fair. Now, to be clear, Kentucky does allow guns at the state fair, but you have to be 21 years old to carry, and he was only 19. Fortunately, no one else was shot.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
we couldn't be
Maria,
together after that. Yeah.
Maria,
What's up?
pause. I'm trying not to do this.
Yeah.
Because you're my friend, but I got to correct something you said.
Oh, what did I say?
You said wonton.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
Yes,
No,
the word is wanton.
Wanton?
Wanton.
It was wanton.
Okay, wanton.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Wonton is a soup.
That's her Asian side.
Yeah, that's the Asian
That's, that's my Filipino coming out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite dishes.
So do you think he's still trying
I was thinking,
hold on. You ever think he's still trying to get in touch with her?
Who? The guy who shot the girl in the foot? Get in touch with he was not out of touch with her.
That was a good, but he didn't do it on purpose though. He took her to the fair.
Well, Tory Lanez tried that excuse too. It didn't work out for him.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking. That was something that just came up.
Man. Yeah, he's that nigga.
Is this dude under 5'5"?
So she broke up with him, obviously. So they was. I mean,
why would she break up with him? If I shot you in the foot accidentally, there ain't no reason to break up.
According to the story, he's the ex now. So she must have broke up with him.
Well, she petty. How you gonna break up with me?
Why you say she petty?
If I shot you in the foot by mistake, it ain't like I aimed the gun at your foot and shot you.
I do feel that way, like it wasn't on purpose.
I shot you by mistake. I had the gun because I was trying to protect you.
So they was already having some rough times. Then is what you saying?
She was looking for a reason.
Right.
She was petty.
And now he can't go back to the fair.
And now he can't go back. Now he banned from the fair.
You
and
think
he ain't got no
shooting
girlfriend.
your girlfriend in the foot is petty?
I mean, he didn't do it on purpose.
He didn't do it on purpose. You would leave your man for shooting you in the foot by mistake.
Yeah, we couldn't be together after that. I don't know if that's forgivable.
Yeah. Maria, you're so shallow.
That good. It ain't that good.
And how do you break up with somebody after what do you say? What are the words? It ain't working out.
That's just shallow. Yeah. I think you should. People have forgiven
but
much worse.
If you had a real chick from Decatur,
or take that bullet in stride. Wrap that foot up, get in the car, and go home.
Oh wow. Lift every chair and swing till earth and organs ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as a rolling sea. Swing that chair full of the might of the ancestors behind us. Swing that chair full of the strength that the presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun.
Yes, sir.
Let us swim on till victory is won.
Brett, did you hear the vibrato?
What did you hear the vibrato?
Did you hear the vibrato? That who seen it? Who is that?
That was Mike Tyson, I think.
No damn Mike Tyson. Shut your ass. Bruh. Oh, God.
That was beautiful.
Whoever sung that need to come out with an album. That vibrato, that's a nice, soft, if you're a musician, and you know vocals, that was nice. That sent chills, even though she was saying about the chair in Montgomery. It felt good. That was
he.
That was a he?
That was a dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a next Kenny Lattimore with a vibrato.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about it. Plies, y'all. Plies, and put it out there. Now that Britney Spears is filing for divorce from her husband, they're saying Plies say, honey, he want one chance, baby, to shoot his shot with Britney Spears. Y'all. He said, please send me a sign. Now, after her divorce announcement, they're saying Britney is soon to be single, and the rapper Plies seemed ready to mingle with her, honey. They said the beloved white diamond. Now, they're saying in pure Plies fashion, the rapper took to his Instagram, y'all, to troll the pop singer after the news broke that she and her now ex-husband split. Now, in the video, Plies danced and laughed, y'all, hysterically as he sang, baby, one more time, while capturing in the post, baby, one more time, send me a sign, baby. And that's what Plies sent out to Britney Spears.
Go for it. Now, go for it.
He needs to leave that woman a damn alone, honey. They're saying that many of Britney Spears supporters blame Plies, y'all, for sabotaging Britney and her Sam's marriage because of his infatuation with the pop star. They're saying while other people are encouraging Plies to shoot his shot now that she's single, y'all. And that's sad, honey. I don't think Britney Spears don't want no Plies, honey. I mean, well, then who knows? Because we're in a different day and time, though. But some people say he needs to leave her alone, honey, because Britney's going through a lot, Ricky, and she don't need that mess.
Somebody like Plies to get her right, take her out to the club.
That'll revive both of their careers.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's a good look.
Let her come out there and sing. He come out there and rap.
Yeah.
They could be the great value version of Beyonce and Jay-Z or something.
I guess that will be. Yeah, and now Plies is wearing his beautiful white teeth now, too, so her fans wouldn't be afraid or nothing.
Teeth will match his woman.
Yeah, they sure would, honey.
Bright white.
Well, congratulations. Well, hopefully, I guess, prayerfully, maybe he could get his wish, honey, because they say he's been trolling Britney for a while now. They're saying that he really likes her music and what have you and stuff. So I don't know if Britney knows who he is or not, but nevertheless, he's been trolling her. So we're going to see how this turns out, honey. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. People are oh my God, the hottest couple in Hollywood, Blackwood, everybody would. It's being reported, y'all, that they're the new music couple, and I didn't know they were dating. I was just at the concert Friday night. It's being reported, y'all, that Lloyd, honey, and R&B singer Coco are a couple. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the couple made their relationship public on Instagram recently. Now, they're saying folks all across social media are marveling, y'all, at how great they look as a couple. And they do look good as a couple. Y'all know Coco from SWV.
Yeah.
And Lloyd.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was wondering why Lloyd was at the concert Friday performing. So that's why she gave him a job to do, honey, Friday night.
What you mean gave him a job?
Well, I mean, I love Lloyd's music, but we ain't heard him in a while.
And she's much older than him. She's 53 and he's 37.
Yeah, that's a good couple. That's a great number, honey. You know, I mean,
that's a grown one. That's I love it.
Oh, that's that.
So what would they couple name be?
A grown woman, boy. She. Oh yeah.
So if you got Lloyd and you got Coco, their couple name would be what? Loco?
Coco Low.
No, he said Coco Low.
Coco Low.
Coco Lloyd.
Yeah, but that is good. I mean, I like Coco and I like Lloyd. I love his music, honey, and that's good because, more people need to love one another, especially back from those R&B groups, honey. People that broke up and then went their way and stuff like that.
They went public.
They announced it on Instagram that they are, allegedly announced on Instagram that they are a couple.
Okay. Yeah,
so, honey, it's a good thing. So, I mean, they make a great couple, She needs somebody and he needs somebody and they keep it together. They can do music together, too, so... We're going to see how this all turn out, honey, because Peaches and Herb, they still together, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Are they still living?
I know. Yeah.
Brad, we need to sing that karaoke.
Yeah.
Reunited and it be... Brad, come on now. We grew up on that.
I know that's my song.
Yeah, she said she wished she could climb right through the telephone line.
Oh,
come on, man.
Yes, she did.
Now, come on.
Yeah, somebody got to rewrite that because ain't nobody got no home phone.
They definitely need to do it, but congratulations,
I wish you could let me pop up through a text.
Oh, Lord, that don't sound good, honey.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And then my quick for free story out there said some of these Beyonce fans, honey, tested positive for COVID, honey, after attending that Renaissance concert in Atlanta, honey. They said these girls was coughing and carrying on, so, honey.
Everything was good till they started singing Love on Top and they started going into them key changes. That COVID started spraying. You're the only one. You're the only one I love. That's when that COVID started coming out. You're the only one I need. You're the only one.
It's you.
Everybody walking out of there.
What you say, Brett? That's that modulation, Brett?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, when that coffee came, you said they're walking out that coffee, girl.
Baby, those girls was coughing, baby. All those queens and those Beyonce looking like concerts they was wearing, baby. These girls was barking. The cologne today, y'all, is sultry navy. On the hand, you say sultry navy, and on the lunch, you say beautiful dark blue. That's your cologne for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Get at me, 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go. Hey.
Trying to get yourself together. Get it together. Just leave you in your house shoes. Go and be back. Wake up. Each other and be together. Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling? Where you from? Come on. And just
wake up.
Good morning. This is Sarah Pryor calling from Tyler, Texas. Wake up, Tyler, Texas.
Hey, my name is Rocky. I'm calling from North Carolina, and I want Gary to wake up and windmill on the staff this morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and crew. This is Leslie Adams from Baltimore, Maryland, calling to say, wake up, wake up, wake up!
Hi, this is Deborah. I'm calling from Monroe, Louisiana. I want to say wake up to all my friends at Chase, my daughter, and my grandkids. Wake up, wake up!
Wake up. If you listening on your radio. Gang of city tuned in. Hey. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you in Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brett.
You welcome, Rickey.
Coming up next, man, we're going to be talking about strip clubs and why you should give your life over to the Lord. Coming up next. You know how we getting older and we don't go to strip clubs anymore because we scared. Right. A lot like scared. Now, if I can find a nice gentleman's club,
right,
to go to where I can have a steak and sit there and have a conversation.
Nice little lobster tail.
Yeah.
With a cocktail.
With an
actual cocktail that was mixed by a bartender.
Exactly.
Not a.
And I don't need you to dance.
Yeah.
You know, Brett. I just need a conversation. You know, nice salad.
One of them clubs where the cheeks don't clap.
Yeah, I don't want your butt cheeks clapping over my ribeye.
Yeah.
Steak.
A whole round of applause over your plate.
You want them just walking around just.
Yeah.
No, it's like they dance. Like there was a place in it. I went to a place called the Gentleman's Club in Raleigh, North Carolina one time. Very nice establishment. Place like the Cheetah in Atlanta.
The Cheetah.
Like
and they used to have a penthouse
classy
in Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
Go up to the VIP, watch ESPN. Yeah. Chicks sitting there drinking, just having a conversation, talking about sports or whatever.
Yeah.
And just
and they would you could actually talk to the women, you know, and they would. I mean, they lying to you too, like the ones in the regular strip club, but,
right? Because they're trying to get that dollar.
Yeah, but it was a classy situation.
And Brad, somebody offered Magic City. How many million?
Allegedly there was an offer to purchase Magic City for like upwards of $40 million. Yeah,
Magic City been around for how long now?
Forever.
Close to 40. Let me see.
That's the first strip club I ever went to in my life.
Yes, sir.
It's close to 40 years at least.
Earthquake was
That's the most famous one.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's the most famous.
It's the most branded.
It's the most well branded in the country.
It might be.
In black culture, I would say definitely. It was King of Diamonds and Magic. It was Magic City and King of Diamonds because Magic City came first.
Yeah, but KOD would never consistently be open.
Right.
Yeah,
but Magic City has been consistent.
Yeah.
From the late.
And I don't care what clubs come. What comedy? Not comedy club, but strip club. You go in the country. Everybody knows Magic City. I don't care if you live in Chicago. I don't care where you live.
Every athlete, every entertainer,
that was
every
the club
rapper.
Where everybody did rap videos back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody put that thing on the map on a whole other level.
It's the only club whose DJ became famous.
Now in the 90s, in the 90s, you dated somebody.
Well, yeah, very very early 90s. Let's do the math on that, wifey.
Now when she was
the very early 90s.
very
early 90s, prior to my marriage. Yeah,
right.
I dated a beautiful young lady.
So was she dancing or she was selling
drinks?
Stripper?
No, she was a stripper. She was a whole stripper.
Right. How she look?
She was a whole stripper.
Light skin, brown skin?
Yeah, like that caramel brown with them light eyes. She had them light eyes and that light brown, that sandy brown hair.
And like, how long y'all have been dating?
We dated probably a couple of months, I would say.
And
a couple of months.
When did you start to catch feelings?
I caught feelings real soon because she was very attractive and she brought me in. She sucked me. No, she brought me into. Okay, unfortunate choice of words. No, I'm saying I got brought in. I got pulled in.
Right.
I got pulled in very quickly. She had a real nice personality.
Right. And everything was going. So with her schedule, how you would see her during the day mostly?
Yeah, we would hang out during the day, and then I would, sometimes come by the club at night, and because I didn't hang out there all the time.
Right.
So.
And so when did the relationship go left?
It started going left when a particular member of the Atlanta Falcons.
We ain't gonna say no name.
We ain't gonna say no names.
But he was. But I think what was his skill position?
This was prior to his marriage as well.
What did he play?
He played defensive backfield,
and he also played baseball.
And he also played baseball for a while. He was a very good baseball player.
And now he's a
very good college coach.
College coach. And so what happened? What happened?
Well, he met her, and I noticed that she stopped answering my calls.
That was a wrap.
And it was around the same time that she met him, and then I actually saw them together at the club, and that's when I realized that I had been intercepted.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
This Darius, man. Y'all need.
Hey, what Black Tony, man?
Black Tony. Black Tony is not answering his phone or none, man. I don't know what's going on, and I try to call him. He called me and told me to come in for him.
Okay,
today.
did he give you an advance notice to get to work?
Yeah, he texted me, but then I got the text late, but then I was texting him back to let him know, and then I saw that he was typing, but I don't know if he can. I don't even know if Black Tony could spell.
What you mean?
So,
you saw them three dots.
I was looking at my phone. I saw them.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go back for a second. You say he was typing. You saw the three dots.
Yeah, I saw the three dots, but I was waiting because I knew it was something. Now I'm very concerned because his text be so short, like I ain't never had nobody text me.
Well, how do you spell that?
But I was just saying, I just knew it was a lot of U's and a lot of M's, and I was like, what is that about? And so we going back and forth, and I'm like, I'll go long, like, yeah, right now, because what it is, school just started.
Yeah.
But my gal, she ain't prep her kids, Rick. She ain't prep them. So these kids, I can't get them up. They ain't, you have to prep kids when school starts.
Yeah, let them go to bed early. Mm-hmm. But what all that have to do with you not coming in to fill in for Black Tony?
That's the question.
Because I can't leave these kids here by themselves. And
they start school. When did they start school? Today, right?
Yeah, they started school today, but they've been up playing the game, and then the four. They ain't ready, Rick. And I've been ready. I'm fully dressed. And these kids today, we used to have to be out that door, Rick. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Are they your kids?
No. They are her kids, but I help her with the kids because she got that fire.
So where's she at?
Because
she got that.
When people got that fire, that's the problem. I had to stay away from that fire because it makes you do anything, bruh.
Make you get the kids ready.
It makes you do anything. Like it throw a lot of men off, Rick.
Yeah.
It'd be like, cause out of nowhere, one day at 2 a.m, she asked me to come by and bring her some Simply Raspberry Lemonade.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and you shouldn't have to, that type of stuff, you shouldn't get up out your sleep like that. But she got that fire.
Made you get up and go find some Simply Raspberry lemonade.
Yes. Man.
Because every store don't carry that.
You know what I'm talking about, Special K, because, man, it's just certain things that women do, and I'm going to ask God to remove that from me, because that has caused me so much agony. It's ridiculous, Rick.
So basically you're not coming today.
Well, I want to come in. I want to do the right thing, but at this point, like, you've had addictions, Rick. I'm quite sure. I mean, look how I know a lot of y'all. Look how y'all go to work every day.
Yeah.
That's sick. That is sick.
I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years in the inner city, so don't even think about messing with me. Y'all feel me? Let's take a roll here. Where's Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Y'all wanna play. Okay then, I got my eye on you, Jay Quellen. Where is Balake at? No Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your mind? Blake. Do you wanna go to war, Balake?
No.
Because we could go to war.
No.
So you better check yourself. If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath. Now, D nice.
Do you mean Denise?
Son of
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about rap star Nicki Minaj, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that she recently blessed Tokyo Tony with a gift, y'all, that will help her cover one of her bills. Now, they're saying during a recent TikTok live, Nicki Minaj displayed an act of kindness, y'all, after stopping by Tokyo Tony's live stream, y'all, to help out with the financial burden that Miss Tokyo Tony was going through. They're saying that Nicki gave Tokyo $700, honey, to help pay her light bill, honey. So I guess she was behind on her light bill, what have you, and stuff. And they're saying, honey, that Tokyo Tony, baby, that Nicki Minaj decided to give this girl $700. Now, a lot of people were saying, honey, that was very nice. People were saying, well, where was her daughter at? But, Black China right now is doing things for herself. She's working on her, she's becoming a trainer. I think they're saying a bodybuilding, what have you. And so,
wow.
And she looks amazing, honey. So I guess she probably was busy and, she probably hadn't talked to her mama, but they're saying baby Nicki was to the rescue and gave this girl $700, honey, for her bill. And they're saying Tokyo didn't believe that it was Nicki donating, honey. And people said, yes, it is definitely Nicki donating. So evidently, Nicki showed herself, honey, and let her know, honey, that here, honey, she was being a generous donor and gave her the $700. So kudos out to her. So I guess she won't be in the dark now, honey, because Tokyo had just moved into this new house or what have you. So there you have it. So has anybody ever donated any money to y'all? You route to Special K, anybody donated money to y'all for y'all bills or anything?
No, I mean, my granddaddy and my grandma used to come through sometime on a light bill here and there back in the early 90s in my struggling comedy days.
Oh, yeah, remember those days, dog.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well,
all of us
congratulations.
Humbling experience.
Oh, yeah. Still having them, so congratulations to them. All right, moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, Wendy Williams, baby, they said this girl opened up a secret bank account, honey, so she's trying to bypass Wells Fargo. Now, they're saying that the former daytime TV host, honey, is allegedly, y'all, honey, trying to regain access to her fortune by reportedly opening up a secret bank account. Now, according to Radar Online, they're saying that the media personality has secretly opened up a new bank account, to redirect any money that she earns moving forward away from Wells Fargo. Now, they're saying Miss Williams, honey, is taking matters into her own hands after her accounts were frozen, honey, by Wells Fargo last year due to an alleged financial struggle. Now, they're saying, honey, if you recall, Wendy, honey, financial advisor told Wells Fargo that she was of unsound mind, resulting in the entertainer getting placed under guardianship. Now, they're saying the insider also noted that Ms. Williams, honey, doesn't know how to use the new bank account. But they're saying Wendy allegedly has been selling y'all off her personal items. They're saying she's not taking any checks because, she doesn't want any checks or whatever. She's only looking for cash only. And they're saying Wendy only has only have $20 million in the bank. So they're saying, honey, the New York judge designated a guardian, y'all, to oversee her funds because, I guess when she was allegedly going through with the unsound mind
$20 million
situation.
is a lot of money.
But you know what? Like, you got to have that one person that you trust. You know who said that he's only had one person touch his money his entire career?
Who?
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy said that one of his childhood buddies is his financial person. He said the only two people that have ever touched his money is him and that dude. So he said if anything is going crazy,
Johnny Gill?
he know where to go.
Childhood friend, Gary.
Yeah, childhood friend. He said that's the only person that's ever touched his money.
Wow.
And he never had a problem. He said he's never had a financial problem. Yeah.
Really?
You got to have that one trusted person.
It took me a minute to get that together, but once I got it together, I can write a whole book.
You got 4, 5 folks touching your money. One of them stealing.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I heard that from rich people, too. If you got 5 people touching your money, one of them stealing.
Right.
Well, good for Wendy. That's good. It's amazing how these rich people have guardianship. I mean, you would think they'd be able to govern their own money.
$20 million, boy. She could go. She's straight for the rest of her life.
But you remember, though, Ricky, her husband was trying to get half of it, at least 3/4 of the money. So that's why they placed that guardianship on her, because they was like, you can't be taking this money like this, because he had this new woman.
But why is they dealing with your money, though? That's the problem.
And with that much money,
they?
you would have to split it up across multiple banks. You can't keep that much. It would seem like she would have some stash that she had direct access to.
Or
with
have
that
it
much
in a
money.
trust or something.
Yeah, trust. But you would have to have it spread out a lot.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Well, and I didn't realize they say you can only have $250,000 in the bank because the
FDIC insured.
Yeah, they only insure so much money, so I guess she would have to have the money all over the place or what have you. But nevertheless, she's trying to get her secret bank account because she needs her extra money. She want to shop and do things, so they need to let her have her money. So, all right, my final story, y'all. 50 Cent, they say, honey, he taking shots at Nick Cannon, honey, for having those 12 children, honey. He said that, he said, I don't want the responsibility of that many damn women, he said. So he said, you got to have a massive house if you have as many children as Nick Cannon does. But that's not so because each mom have their own house.
Right.
So everybody have their own little house and stuff. So, but.
Yeah, I think Nick got his situation under control.
Yeah, he should, honey.
That's a lot, but if he can handle it, hey.
Yeah. So they said he recently bought a $4.1 million house, honey, thanks to, that's what 50 Cent just bought that house or whatever. So they said it got 52 rooms that include a monumental cathedral atrium, a grotto pool, a spa, honey, a full nightclub, with a casino, 2 billiard rooms, a basketball court, a recording studio, and a helipad. So that's ridiculous. Y'all just have too much money, honey. So,
they don't need all that, Gary.
They don't need all that, Ricky. Be for real. That don't make no doggone sense. Hell.
Yeah, you just need a kitchen, a little room to watch movies in, and a little hot tub and a pool. That's it.
Yeah. So but that's all we got.
Nice and simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorites. The color today, y'all, is sultry navy. On the high end, you say sultry navy, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark blue. That's your color for today.
That's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show today, and what's trending? People are outraged after a 10-year-old Mississippi boy was arrested and hauled off to jail for public urination. That is so crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, Ricky. And his mother, LaTanya Eason, was at an attorney's office when the cop told her that he caught her son, Quintavious, peeing behind her car. Now, she said the officer told her that Quintavious could be released and that he would just give him a warning. But several other cops showed up, including the lieutenant, who said the boy had to be hauled to jail. I'm just speechless right now. Why would you arrest a 10-year-old kid, the irate mom said. Quintavious said he was scared when the cops swooped him up, and he feels scared now when he sees the police.
Now, the boy who was not cuffed during the ordeal said that he was held in a cell and later turned over to his mom. So the charge was child in need of services. In a lengthy statement, Senatobia Police Chief Richard Chandler cited the state's Youth Court Act, which he said allows law enforcement to file referrals against kids as young as 7 if they are in need of supervision or if they commit acts that would be illegal for an adult. The police chief called the arrest an error in judgment.
Now, in 2022, an officer came under fire for pinning a 7-year-old to the floor for 30 minutes in handcuffs. Similar scenes have been played out in viral incidents with police officers arresting young children like him at school, often violently. And the same year, officers handcuffed and screamed at a 5-year-old who had wandered away from school.
So there are many more cases of young children being arrested in school that don't make headlines. Expert tells CBS News the fact that young children are being arrested at all is troubling. Is there an age limit for a child being arrested? Y'all get out as 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Special K, what are your thoughts?
This makes me want to say words that you can't say on the radio. Man. Because having kids, being a parent, just imagining my 10-year-old son being held down and arrested for doing something that boys been doing for the...
Yeah. Still do it.
Human existence.
Still do it. You gotta go to
boys be outside.
Just last week, for the past 2 weeks, I done had to find some bushes right quick.
Come on now.
Because I couldn't make it to the restroom or the restroom too nasty. I always go behind a gas station.
But from a law enforcement standpoint, come on now.
That's too much.
Come on now.
Slave training.
Yeah,
slave training.
And you would never see two black cops doing that to a 10-year-old white boy ever.
And you wouldn't see no two white cops doing it to a 10-year-old white kid. I know it.
And we ain't gonna say that all police officers would have done this, but for those that, it's like,
what city was this in?
What is that? Syntopia?
Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Man. Come on, man.
Racist to the core. They dogs.
That's just ridiculous.
Racist to the core.
How do you even look yourself in the mirror as a grown man knowing you did that to a child?
Because they can. They've been doing it. They've been doing it for centuries. They hate his pure existence.
Right.
A lot of them. And any little thing they do, I mean, you can't. Look here, probably didn't want to use the bathroom on himself. Or whatever, probably went behind some bushes or behind a tree or on the side of the house or whatever. I see kids do it all the time.
And it's no big deal.
Yeah. My grandson got little friends. They out there playing. They need to go right quick. Come on, go over here to these bushes. Whip it out. There you go. You good.
The most scary thing about this whole story is now the little boy is afraid every time he sees a police officer.
We'll be traumatized. We'll need therapy.
And police officers used to be like heroes in the neighborhood.
Right. He's going to have PTSD from that.
Brant, Maria, what are your thoughts?
This is crazy. I would definitely be locked up. This is, I'm a new mom, so oh my goodness, I can't imagine. I can't imagine this at all.
I think there needs to be consistency with training, because there's one thing to use judgment, but be consistent in how you apply the law, across the board, and, make something a little bit more lenient for kids as young as 7 and 10 years old. I think that's too much. And just the fact that they pointed out he was behind a car. He knew that he needed to be in a closed area. Like, it's not like he was out on a sidewalk just doing it where everybody could see,
But Ricky, didn't they say train a child while he's young?
Yeah, to go behind the bushes. That's what my granddaddy told me to do. If you got to go, instead of wetting your clothes, go behind the bushes, go behind the car, go behind the dumpster, go behind the gas station, wherever you need to go if you got to go. Sometimes you get in a tight and you just got to go.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I had to step over to the bushes when I couldn't get in the house and find the key to unlock the door. Had to go over and run in the bushes right quick.
I did the other day with my son at baseball practice because the bathrooms were locked.
Right.
So I said, hey, man, go to that corner. You see them trees over there? Go on over there and handle your business. Yeah. Come on back.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy to say. And I think they should sue the police department, and I think everybody should write letters to that police department. And I think that police officer is racist to the core.
And should be fired.
I say it to his face.
He should be fired.
Yeah, and they should be sued. Because that kid's going to need therapy for
his son. He must not have kids, because let somebody try to do that.
Oh, he got kids. Oh, I'm sure he got kids or whatever. He just hate black people. Because if it was a white kid, he wouldn't have did it. And I don't care what nobody say, what nobody think.
Right.
I believe that from the bottom of my heart. I know that's just blatant racism. So let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Charles. I'm coming from Pine Hills in Orlando. I think there should be an age limit, at least 16 at least. My name is Gary. I'm calling from Orlando. Yeah, I think he should have went to jail. That's part of his environment.
This is Rhonda, and I'm calling from Akron. And, I don't know, because, the kids are younger and younger now, carrying guns and doing shootings and stuff. So, if you ask me, do I think that, it should be an age limit on them. But you got to think about whatever crime they committed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe they should get into some type of institution or whatever until they turn 18.
Good morning. This is Debbie from Memphis. I feel that if a police officer is ever called to a scene where there's an incident with a child under the age of 10, that child should only be handcuffed for their safety. Only if that child is a threat to themselves or to someone else. That's the only reason why a child that age should be handcuffed.
Yeah, if they commit a violent crime with a gun or something, that's one thing. But there are someone you could pull them off to the side and get their mother on the phone. And he's talking about the environment. What these white companies, rich companies, do to the environment every day?
Yeah.
A cup of pee? Are you serious, sir?
This ain't that. It was somebody taking a whiz outside.
And the police chief is white, Ricky. Richard Chandler is a white man, and he said that the officer used poor judgment. So it's not just he said the officer was wrong, and he shouldn't have done that.
But for clarity, the original officer was going to let him go. Mm-hmm. What's really messed up is that the lieutenant who was on duty over all the other cops was the one who came in and said, you have to take him to jail.
Yeah.
How did this even get that far? It's not even
the lieutenant came in and saw some black kids and felt like and wanted to push the issue further. That's what happened.
So you got 4 or 5 police officers on the scene of a 10-year-old peeing outside.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
That's how it be.
Come on, man.
All right, y'all, if you couldn't get through, hit us up at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, everybody. Good to be with you all this morning. If you have not heard, your president, Rick, has got to turn himself in on Thursday in Georgia and be arrested after he agreed yesterday to several bond issues, including a $200,000 payment. The president is going to be arrested on Thursday.
And he already violated one of the conditions of his bond order.
Which was what?
On his True Social thing. He's already talking trash.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the biggest issues for his bond, Rick, is that he is specifically been told not to engage the 18 co-defendants, anybody related to the case. And for those of you who don't know, I think there's like 30 unindicted potential co-defendants as well, and he's been clearly told that he is part of his bond is that he cannot engage any of them in any way, shape, or form on social media. So technically, he's already in violation.
So could they not give him bond if he already violated the agreement?
They could revoke it. The judge could revoke the bond.
That's
people
right.
are saying that that's probably not going to happen. They're going to give him another chance or 2 or 3.
Right. Or
crazy,
2 or
man.
3.
But once he go in there and smell how Fulton County Jail, how does Fulton County Jail smell, Special K?
Jeff, this is going to be a real reality check. Trust me, Trump has been around some black people. He ain't been around that kind of black people that he is going to encounter on Thursday.
He literally is just he's going to be taken back, fingerprinted, photoed, and let go. So, yeah. He's not going to get the worst. So he ain't going to have no cellmates for 2 hours.
No.
So
he going to do a walkthrough.
That would be a reality show.
Yeah, he going to do a walkthrough.
How bad do it stink in there, Kay?
It smell pretty bad, man. It's
when you walk in the front door.
The downstairs smell like the upstairs. From the time you walk into the screening area where you got to put your keys and everything on the belt. It's bad.
Well, yeah, and he's not going to be the only one, because all of these co-defendants, in some way, shape, or form, have made a deal and have to turn themselves in before Friday of this week, based on what the judge is saying. So this is going to get real interesting and quite amusing for me. I think another thing that's happening in Georgia, and I don't know if y'all heard about this, but there is a sheriff who has now resigned after, that he sexually assaulted Judge Glenda Hatchett. This happened in January of 2022. But he was sentenced to 12 months probation and was ordered to complete community service. He's got to pay a $500 fine and was ordered to complete an alcohol and drug evaluation. This just happened yesterday. And he rolled up on Judge Hatchett at an event. And when introduced to her, she said that, she didn't even know where his county was. And this is Buckley County Sheriff Chris Cootie, excuse me. And after she said that, he said it's in the heart of the county and grabbed her breast.
What?
And continued to grab her breast until somebody else came over and removed his hand from her breast.
What? Are you serious?
What? Oh no, man! This was insane. And you know, Rick, you and I both know Judge Glendish. I mean, the time that we were going through this thing with Tommy Deutsch's memorial service, I never knew this. So she was clearly traumatized. She talked about the fact that she didn't think it was going to affect her as much as it did, but she really has been distraught. And hopefully this ruling, this sheriff resigning, and her having some level of justice will support a level of healing. But I mean, when you are assaulted, you are assaulted, and especially when you think you're somewhere safe, you're at an event surrounded by other people in the legal community. And this sheriff does this in front of other people. I mean, it really is one of the most insane things that I've heard in a long time. And so, Sister Glenda, we love you. We are praying for you. We hope that this is a step towards your healing. And my goodness, man, we have got to do better.
I'm really offended because that's my friend, and I'm gonna reach out to her today. I hate that. I hate to hear that.
Yeah, so no, we absolutely love you. Y'all, that's what I got. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on all social. Y'all have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll check y'all on Thursday.
I appreciate that, Jeff. It's Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Mr. Summers, this your song, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Growing up in the Cascades, living in the Pasadena, I'm the Rio. Hey,
Mr. Thomas, you got Mr. Thomas, you know, out of all the rappers, I know you told me a long time ago that you've been to. What's some of your favorite Tupac songs?
I love Dear Mama, Keep Your Head Up. I love all that. And,
I won't deny it. I'm straight riding it.
I do that when I drive through my little church drive-by.
Hey, say good morning to Brett, Gary, and Maria.
Hey, good morning there, Gary, G, and Maria, and Brett. How you doing?
Hey, good
morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Brett, congratulations. I got to pick my nephew up one of these days. Take him over.
Thank you so much.
Take him riding around. Take him riding around.
All right.
Where you going to take him?
Well, I'm gonna take him to visit Maestro Powell. We go to Wabasso.
Yeah.
Because I need to get my little nephew to cut a bag of oranges. I'm gonna drop some oranges.
That would be so nice. Thank you.
In them. Hey, Mr. Thomas, do you watch Brett and Judy's show? You watch the show? You say you always watch it?
Yes, sir. Right on my old floor model TV. Sure enough.
Wait a minute.
And then watch it right there. Beautiful. Yeah. So beautiful to watch them. I mean, just lovely. And I'm telling you now. And you know what? I need this young lady to get with you because your makeup be on point. This woman, I need her face done.
Thank you so much. That's Cherry.
Oh, that's who do your makeup, Brett?
Her name Cherry. Makeup Madness by Cherry. Yeah.
Oh, Cherry. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Cherry.
Yeah. You like Cherry, Mr. Thomas.
Uh-oh.
Cherry.
Yeah. Cherry dragging a wagon.
You got a whole U-Haul back there?
Oh, yeah. Cherry dragging a wagon, baby.
It must be jelly, because jam don't taste
like that.
It must be what, Mr. Thomas?
Must be jam. Jam. Jelly.
Confused.
Jam. Jam don't
lost it. Thinking too hard.
Go jelly, don't shake like that.
I take my medication. Jam. Forbidden fruit make many jams. Must be jam or jelly. Whichever one.
Jam.
It's jiggling, Cherry. Go ahead, Cherry. Go ahead, Cherry.
That's what he's
it's
thinking
jiggling,
about.
Cherry. Go ahead, Cherry. It must be jam or jelly. Whatever.
She gonna get calls now.
You know it. You know it.
Must be jelly, jam, cherry. Cherry jam. Cherry jam.
He had one of them. What was the senator from Kentucky? He had one of them moments.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell moment right there. You froze right there on the Mr. Thomas.
But jelly, I was thinking about that all that cherry jam or jelly. Jelly jam. Jam jelly.
Hey, Brad, why don't you introduce Mr. Thomas to Cherry?
Okay.
Yeah, she comes sat on my porch with me, and I got all the jelly and the jam.
And y'all can eat oranges.
Oranges on the porch, so a bag of pecans. I got some peanut brittle. I got some,
Maybe you can take it to the lodge.
Butter cookies. Yeah, take it to the lodge. Yep. I got some butter cookies. I got coconut, oatmeal rich. We man sit there and eat snacks, talk all day.
Now, Mr. Thomas, now she hooked you up with Cherry. What you gonna cook, Mr. Thomas? Because you held in that kitchen now.
Oh yeah. I can do a mean old pot roast. Still got my grandma pot. Pot roast. Boy, then I got some jasmine rice.
Yeah.
I got some okra. Make some okra for her. Some okra. That's how I get real.
Make oxtails.
Oh yeah, I make some oxtail now.
Now, how you make that? How you make that, Mr. Thomas? How you make your oxtail?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna go on ahead and I boil my meat and get it nice and tender, just like Cherry, nice and tender. And I go ahead while I got that when I get that gravy from scratch.
Yeah.
And I go and get those butter beans with that rice.
Yeah.
I'm go ahead and put a piece of cornbread, a nice little pan of cornbread in there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Get that going. And then I'm going to boil my cabbage. Put some of those turkey necks in there. Get that old ham hocks in there. Oh, I tell you.
Mr. Thomas, that sounds good there. Did he say turkey? You said some turkey necks?
Yeah.
Sounds good, don't it?
Boy, I ain't had no turkey necks in about 4 months.
That's some good eating right there.
Time to get some turkey necks.
That's good eating, I'm telling you.
Hey, who got turkey necks on sale, Mr. Thomas?
Well, we got Winn-Dixie down here. So we got a Penn Dutch. But they turned that Winn-Dixie to Aldi, so I might not go back there. I don't like that.
I don't trust them
I ain't
either.
seen Winn-Dixie in a long time.
You talking about that what they growing up?
That Aldi, I don't know.
We don't do. Oh, yeah, you had to go to
We
Winn-Dixie.
don't do that.
I get nervous when I go in there for some reason.
Flea market meat. I don't do that. I don't go to the flea market to get my doggone food. I ain't doing that. No.
I think you done lost your way.
Yeah, you got to go to if you want some meat, you got to go to Winn-Dixie, Mr. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got good meat in Dixie, but they turned into Aldi now. I go and hunt for my own meat before I got to go to Aldi. I go out there. I set up a booby trap out there in the forest for my own damn meat before I go to Aldi.
Hey, every time you see that grocery, you be like, "What is that?" I went in there one time.
The aisles don't look right.
Yeah, there ain't no aisle. Put stuff everywhere.
I go hunting in the forest, in the woods, before I go to Aldi. I go
Brad, I'm so
cut
sorry.
me a tree down before I do that, y'all.
You're kind of treated.
I cut my ponytail off first before I go. I do some damn meat from some Aldi. I go fishing for my own meat. I go some damn Aldi.
Oh, boy, I'm crying. All right, hey, Mr. Thomas, it's good talking to you. Have a great day.
It's good talking to y'all, too. I love you.
We love you, Mr. Thomas. Oh, my God.
News headlines,
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all time for the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Donald Trump plans to turn himself in and be processed at the Fulton County Jail on Thursday, following his agreement earlier Monday to a $200,000 bond and other release conditions. Trump addressed the news on Truth Social, saying, "I'll be going to Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday to be arrested." In other news,
he's going to Fulton County Special K. What should
Oh, yeah. I know all about Fulton County. That ain't what you
What is
want.
it like in there, K?
Stank. It's funky.
What it smell like?
And it's every black person that he ain't never been around.
Yeah.
You think Atlanta black, and that's the blackest black part of Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And that's going to be the most white people that's ever been in that building at one time. Trust me. Trust me.
Is it stank or funky?
No, it's funky. And the people who work at the Fulton County Jail are the ones who didn't qualify to work at the Atlanta airport. And you know how low the bar is to work at the Atlanta airport. Those are the people that got turned away from the airport. They got hired at Fulton County Jail. Boy, every Demarius, Marquisha, Qualanda, the 27-piece hair, all of them in there. Jamarco and Quantavious, they all over there.
What their jobs?
They all over there.
Okay, what their jobs?
The person that take your fingerprints black. The person that take your picture gonna be black. The person that check you in at the scanner gonna be black. The person that process your paperwork is black. Donald Trump gonna be around more black people in this 2 hours process that he been
so
around.
You got
in
the
70
whitest.
years of
He
living.
the whitest white person in America. He going around the blackest black people. So what that interaction? What?
Everybody in there. It's a building full of black Tonys.
How they gonna talk to him? What they gonna call him?
Black Tonys and Darius.
Are they gonna call him Mr. President or what they gonna say to him?
Cuz. They gonna call him Cuz.
What they gonna?
Old boy. He gonna be old boy. Old boy came through here, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maria.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly. Anyway, sorry, Maria.
Y'all go ahead and have y'all fun. Go to the website, RickySmileyMorningShow.com if y'all want to see more of the headlines. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
I appreciate that, Maria. Listen, man, there's only one thing to talk about in sports. I'm going to turn the music down and let y'all re-witness what went down yesterday.
Women's 100 World Final. The Jamaicans get out well. It's Sharika Jackson, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Talou. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri's done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has won the world title.
World fastest woman. Give her the crown right now. She got the job done. Came out the blocks kind of slow. Ran down the Jamaican sprinters, Sharika Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, to win the gold medal at 10.65.
Especially who faster than Sha'Carri Richardson?
She can't outrun them dudes who running out of that Gucci store with all that merchandise. She can't outrun them, and they running with goods.
Hey, man, shout out to Sha'Carri getting the job done, man. It was the world championship record, man. We all know FloJo's world record is still out there at 10.49. And I'm so proud of Sha'Carri, the growth of the living and the learning. Here's what she had to say after the race.
I'm honored. I'm blessed. Had great competition. Poured out the best in myself. And just honored to leave with the gold medal. Never allow media, never allow outsiders, never allow anything but yourself and your fate to define who you are.
That's right.
I would say always fight, no matter what, fight.
There it is, man.
Now
put it on the 4x1 relay.
I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care nothing about nothing else. Right. With this whole segment we doing on the radio. Right. Donald Trump got to go to Fulton County Jail.
Trump got to go to Rice Street. The hood and the A is laughing right now. Trump got to go to Rice Street, baby.
Oh, I want to be there. I want to see.
But that's why I think he put that note on Truth Social in all caps, like, I'm going there about to be arrested. Y'all come meet me and make sure I'm okay. I feel like it was a signal.
Let them Maria, let them January 6th insurrectionists come on to Fulton County.
That's going to be Montgomery all over again.
They ain't coming over there. Montgomery times 1,000.
Yeah.
They ain't swinging chairs over there.
Yeah,
they don't want
that's
that heat. No, ain't no chairs over there in that neighborhood.
They ain't swinging no chairs over there, special
No,
so then all them the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, what's the name of the street?
No, it's right off of Donnelly Hollowell. They don't want no parts of that.
How you know the address?
The address? I was a resident over there before. What you talking about? I done got bonded out over there.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it
Several
like it's
times.
hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Wait a minute. How many times you got bonded out of Fulton County Special Case?
I've been over there 3 times in the early 90s. And I just bonded somebody out of there about a month ago. Yeah.
Gary, is that
I'm
worse?
Very familiar with Rice Street.
Gary, is that worse than Lou Sterrett when you went to jail?
Yeah, that's what. No, well, yeah, that's worse than loose stairs.
Do loose stairs stink like Fulton County? You never
No,
got
honey, loose stairs smell like tulips, honey. No, ma'am, honey, no, sir. It is not a stinky jail. That's in Texas, baby. We talking about Georgia, where those girls. Oh, anyway.
Gary, what you went to jail for?
I didn't go to no jail. I went for a traffic ticket.
How long they had you in there?
No, I did. They had me in there for overnight. You know, I stayed overnight because we couldn't find y'all until the next damn morning when they called the radio station and told y'all I was in jail.
No, you stayed overnight?
Yeah, I stayed overnight, girl.
Did they take you upstairs?
No, they kept me downstairs. Remember, I told you they deroached me and they put me in that damn orange jumpsuit.
D-Lice.
Well, D-Lice, I mean. D-Lice, they spray you, girl. I'm like, girl,
nobody violated you, did they?
No, but they gave me 2 boxes of cereal when they found out who I was in the morning.
What kind of cereal they gave?
It was some damn Fruit Loops. I mean, not Fruit Loops. They was the one
Cheerios?
The
That's
Cheerios, the regular Cheerios. They had the regular
They
Cheerios.
gave you a little pack of sugar to go in the Cheerios.
They ain't gave me nothing. I asked them, I said, y'all don't have a clock on the wall so I can know what time it is? They don't have clocks on
But
the wall.
they gave you
nothing.
2 boxes when they found out you was from the morning show.
Yeah, he gave me 2 boxes.
that's
The guy gave me 2 boxes.
One little carton and then a little milk. So you had
And
to eat,
Shirley
eat
came
one
to
box
get
of
me out.
Cheerios as a cereal and the other box as some snacks.
But it was a mess, though, honey. But, you know, I mean, I'm so glad I survived. And wait up, Brad. I did not go to jail for stealing, honey. I told you, the other girls, honey.
No, you got fired for stealing, but you went to jail for not paying your traffic ticket. Now you got fired from another radio station. What's his name? Gary? That fired
Don't
Gary.
try that. I quit.
No,
I resigned. I resigned, honey.
Gary,
I resigned from
Brad,
the
he
station.
stole that camera out of the production room and they got him on film.
Yeah.
We got receipts. We got the tape, but you stealing.
It was those digital cameras before the smartphones got
Right.
real
He
popular.
talking about he wanted to give it to a listener.
I gave it to a listener, Ricky, and baby, when I got back to work the next morning, baby, my key did not work.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Unetta Spring.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Talking Out Tuesday. Y'all, please help me welcome licensed professional counselor Unetta Spring. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, we blessed this morning. So happy to have you. We about to jump right on into what's trending in the therapy room. I like that. The therapy room, talking about what's been catching your attention. So I heard people complain that therapy is ruining their relationship. So what's up with that anyway? Like, who said that? Therapy is ruining their relationship.
You know, oftentimes that can come up from the person that isn't actually in therapy. You know, feeling like if you have a relationship and there's one person in therapy, the other person isn't, and it's creating this change and this shift, you know, in their relationship.
So, if you in therapy together and it becomes kind of a tick for tack like situation where he do this and he do this, here's why I do that, well, she do this and she do that. Now that becomes kind of some conflict. How do you get through that?
So we know therapy is supposed to make things better, but I often say things feel worse. They feel worse before they get better. So, kind of thinking about in couples where there's this tit for tat, therapy can increase your awareness. Sometimes engaging in therapy, we may have a heightened awareness. We have a heightened emotional sensitivity. So things that you were maybe normalized in your relationship before, they aren't okay anymore. So sometimes we choose relationships and things that feel familiar and familiar patterns. But once you start to notice things and once things start to change and you become more attuned with your emotions, then you start to recognize conflict and what really bothers you.
I got a question. So when me and my wife at one time were going to therapy, the problem we would have is we would discuss an issue in the therapist's office, and then once we were on our way home, if we in the car together, because sometimes we would ride separate cars, but if we in the car together, we would start to discuss the issue that we was discussing in there, and then get into a back and forth. It was crazy.
I can actually
see so should
happen.
people agree to leave whatever they discussed in the office the office?
It's not that we don't discuss it, but it's a way that you discuss it. So therapy can help you understand your communication pattern, and there's a way to have a conversation where it feels like we're understanding each other and we're moving forward, and then there's a way to have conversations where it feels like we're kind of stuck in this cycle. So therapy kind of helps you get out of that cycle. So if if you haven't quite learned how to communicate effectively and how to listen and how to reflect and how to, really hear what your partner is saying, then you may want to table some of those conversations until you learn effective way to communicate.
Yeah, somebody's sitting in therapy and really getting mad about something, and they don't get it out during the therapy session because you run out of time and it's just an awkward ride home. How do you, as a therapist, table the conversation just where they wouldn't be into it, and then they come in, they even madder the next week?
And one thing to be mindful of is anger is not a bad thing. For me as a therapist, when I see folks, they start to get anger, it's like when they start to feel angry, it's an indication they're ready for a shift and change, right? So it's not being angry that's the issue, it's what you do with that anger that can be problematic. So one thing I do in session is we create containers, which is a way to kind of package things up, close things up, leave it there. We're not saying we're not going to address this issue. We're just saying we're not addressing it right now, right? So having a way that you can put things into the container, close it up, keep it in there so it doesn't create distress for you throughout the week, and then revisit it when it's time to revisit it.
So what about, like, if you're in a therapy session with your mate, and if it's a female therapist, sometimes does the therapist lean towards the woman's side, and then if it's a male therapist, lean towards the guy's side, and then you up there, well, you just taking her side because you a female, or you just taking his side because you a man.
I used to be accused of manipulating the therapist. I'm not manipulating the therapist. I was just right and you was wrong.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah. So for me personally, I like to address the elephant in the room. So really being able to say, like, how does it feel for you being able to receive therapy from me as a woman, or if, vice versa, because we bring our lived experiences, the therapist does, as well as the client, they bring their lived experiences into that session. So as a therapist, I have to be mindful not to bring my stuff into the session where it creates disruption for what is happening with the client. And having them be open, I always invite my clients to be open. Like, if that comes up and you feel like I'm being biased because of my gender, call me out, about that. And we could talk about the reasoning behind this insight that I'm offering you.
I think too, Yanetta, that, when you go into therapy as a couple, the desire to mend things in the relationship has to exceed your pride. You can't go in there wanting to be right. You have to go in wanting to improve the relationship.
Yeah. And so those expectations, of what you desire to be the outcome is really important, right? So if one person has an expectation of, I need to be right, and that other person has a different expectation, then that could create an issue. So being on the same page in terms of what your expectation is. And ultimately, I'm looking at, our nervous system. And when we can find ways to regulate our nervous system, to be calm, to be neutral, to be grounded, it really opens up that ability for us to repair challenges or to repair ruptures and to kind of find that common ground.
Right.
So I think that's the most important thing, really finding a way to kind of regulate your nervous system.
All right, Yanetta, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Yeah, so you can find me on social media at Yanetta Spring. Check out my website, YanettaSpring.com, and that'll get you to be able to find a therapist or find me for services as well.
There it is, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Yanetta Spring. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.